time. How nice. Gotta love that. Hey guys, sorry I'm a little bit late. Once again, had a bit of a problem getting on and I figured out what my error was. That's okay. Live and learn. Here we go. So I want to welcome you to my weekly wellness show. It's a beautiful Wednesday here. Hopefully you're having a gorgeous day as well. And I'm going to carry on now with my usual bumbling about of trying to share the screen with you. And of course, no, that's not what we're going to do again. Okay, hang on. Let's get this all figured out. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring that up. Let's see what happens if we do this. Okay, can I come back to here? And you know what? I will get this one day. You should try it. It's not as easy as you think. All right. Anyway, we got it. So here we are, Wednesday, and as you know, we are here for my weekly wellness show, and I'm really glad you're here. Today, the whole reason that we have this show is because we want you to have a life of feeling good, looking good, living longer, and the best way for you to be able to do that is to be educated on natural ways to improve your own health. So on today's show, we're going to talk about our upcoming webcast From Farm to Fork, eating well and living green, what that actually means. We're going to, actually talk about the impact of our dietary choices and how that affects the planet. So you probably have seen this in your inbox. There should be a personal invite for you to go ahead and register. That way you don't have to fumble about later on trying to find the link. Go ahead and register, easy peasy. That way you've got your spot for it is tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And don't worry about the fact that you may not be able to attend it live. We get that. If you do register for it beforehand, the beautiful thing is as soon as the replay is out, you get it first, and that way you can watch it when you have a few minutes to put your feet up. So okay, and if you're not subscribed yet, then you probably didn't get that invite, but you're welcome to go ahead and create yourself a free account in my own wellness center. It's Danny Cade Wellness. I'll put the link for that as well at the end of the show. So that way, if you register there, you will also see the invite to the webinar for tonight as well. So either way, we're going to get you there. Okay. A little bit about me. Why am I doing this? Well, I've been through a lot. I've gone through a Lyme battle with 5 co-infections that most of them I can't pronounce. Went through an alternative cancer battle because I'm sorry, there just were a few things that scared me about what mainstream medicine wanted to do to me. And I just kind of learned along the way that I was getting annoyed with constantly chasing my health, chasing symptoms, playing the fight to stay alive game. And I started looking into what else is there besides, prescriptions and surgery? And that's where I started learning that there are things we can do to help ourselves. So that's why I'm here, is to help you also move forward from, chasing symptoms, hoping for cures, to maybe getting right out of that game and completely preventing these problems to begin with. And if you've never had any health challenges, trust me, you don't want them. So prevention now while you are still healthy is a really good idea. I wish I had listened to that advice when somebody told me that, well, before I hit 50. So yeah, I'm here to help you improve your health as well. I'm going to show you different ways that you can work with nature, give you some knowledge and power so that you too can improve the quality of your own life. So thank you for joining me on this wellness journey. Last week, we talked about, whether or not it's healthy to follow a sustainable diet like the planetary diet. And are these diets actually able to give you all the nutrients that you need? Okay, so it's also in your newsletter, by the way. Also, we talked about the most wholesome, sustainable diets and how they can fall short on certain nutrients, depending on what kind of a diet you're following. And there's many different ones you can choose from. And how supplementation is the safety net that's going to make sure that your nutritional package is complete while honoring the health of our planet. I wanted to reword that differently, and I couldn't get it to come to me. So there you go. So again, that's in my wellness center. If you're not getting the emails personally yourself, you can check that out. And we're just going to move forward. So did you know that the food on your plate actually is connected to almost a quarter of all of the greenhouse gases that are emitted. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy about this, and I'm not going to get too deep into this, but what we do know is that it's also a leading factor in the loss of some of our most precious wildlife. In fact, is putting 80% of our endangered mammals and bird species at risk. And I'm pretty sure that we all feel that we've lost enough of the species as it is already. So let's stop that if we can. So why does this matter to us? Because every single day when we put a plate down on our table, that decision goes far beyond what we put on our plate. It actually reaches the furthest corners of our planet. So we want to celebrate Earth Day. That's this Saturday, by the way. Sorry, no, Saturday, Monday, the 22nd. Must be something else on Saturday I'm excited about. Okay, so on Monday, the 22nd is Earth Day. And meantime, we have our webcast tonight. And I really do hope that you join us because we're going to be looking at some really good strategies as to how we can nourish ourselves better while also nurturing the planet better than we have been. So we want to redefine what it means to eat smartly and sustainably. We want to rethink, our relationship with food to one that's more enriching for not just the earth, but also our own bodies. And other things that we're going to be covering in tonight's webinar is how the impact of our diet really not only just affects our own shape and well-being, but that of our planet. Because every snack, every sip matters. It almost makes me think of that song, but I won't start singing it. Okay. We're going to look at the planetary diet. We're going to explain that in a little bit more detail. We have touched on that, I know. But the planetary diet is basically, as you know, a nutritious blend of the right foods that are going to be sustainable for both our own health and the Earth's longevity. And here's a picture of it that you've probably seen in your newsletters as well. So we'll also be touching on the agricultural shifts that we need to have good sustainability. Looking at some of the farming practices that we have now versus what we need to do to be able to have a good food system available for everyone that's, not only good for us, but it's going to be good for the earth, the soil underneath our feet. And if you've done any gardening before, hopefully you've done it barefoot and you'll know what I mean. Okay, we'll also cover the importance of detergents. For example, there's phosphate-free detergents. We're going to have a look at the science behind Shaklee's phosphate-free detergents and what their role is in safeguarding our lakes and waterways versus that of conventional cleaning products that we find in our grocery store shelves. Also, we'll be covering a lot of the myths that are out there. There's a lot of confusion that's being thrown around social media. One question that kind of makes you go, is buying local always the eco-friendly thing to do? So join us tonight. We're going to have a look at the truth behind some of those misconceptions and see what the actualities are. Also, we're going to look at every detail from the impact of our diets, how we eat, to how we're creating these foods. In this webcast, it, by the way, is not just a learning experience. It's going to be a call to action. And we're not saying, rush out and change every single thing in your world, but we're hoping that you find even just one or two things that you say, hey, you know what, that makes sense. I want to do that. Every little thing makes a difference. Like the title of that movie I just watched on Netflix, it's the little things. So you're also going to meet our nutritional expert, Dr. Bruce Daggy. A little bit about him. He's a former chief science officer from Nutrisystem Incorporation. Some of you may have heard of that company. He was there from 2010 to 2013. And then he was same for Shaklee from 2013 to 2018. Right now, he serves as an adjunct professor in the Nutrition, Food, and Exercise Science Department of the Florida State University. And currently, he holds a PhD in nutritional biochemistry from Cornell University. He's also got a BA in biology from the University of Virginia and is a member of the American Society for Nutrition. So he's got a little bit of knowledge under his belt if you haven't figured that out yet. So don't worry about marking your calendars for tonight. It's tonight. So it's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, get your spot reserved now. You're going to be joining a whole bunch of us that, we really are at the beginning of a revolution, and that revolution begins right on our plate. So I will put a link for that webcast at the end of the show so you can save your spot. Not a problem. I'm also going to put a link from my wellness center for you at the end of the show as well. So just to quickly recap today's show before somebody comes crashing through the door on me in a second. We talked about our daily choices at the dinner table and how they reach far beyond our plates, right to the furthest corners of the planet. We talked about actually quite a bit about our upcoming webcast tonight. Some of the practical strategies that we'll be uncovering to nourish not only ourselves, but also the planet as well. That's tonight. Again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's what the registration page looks like. It's really simple for you. You're going to love it. Also, in my wellness center, that again, I will put the link for you. If you haven't seen this already, there's some great articles really tied in nicely for Earth Day. 4 ways that going green can be good for you. Also, you can have a look at Dr. Daggy's laundry to landscape system. I think is brilliant. I've actually seen the videos. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to go into that. PFASs, the forever chemicals. You want to learn a little bit about that too. Kind of important for everybody to know that. And if there's more that you want to learn on your own, by all means, please join my wellness center, wellness community on Facebook. It's pretty easy to find me. It's just like my name, Danny Cade, and then wellness. Easy peasy. And on the top of that page, there is a link for my discovery group where we go into a little bit more on, things that we can do to help ourselves. And also, please, again, I'm going to remind you, register for tonight's wellness webcast. I think it's really important for us to all be there. Okay. Also, if you want to learn a little bit more about, increase your own wellness IQ, again, I'm going to post links for everything that I've talked about after the show. It'll be in the comments below. And if there's anything more that you want to know about, maybe you have some questions or concerns, by all means, you can message me directly. If I don't have the answers, don't worry about it. I know people who do. So thanks again for being here. I look forward to seeing you tonight on the webinar. I think that's going to be really awesome. And again, hit those links that I'm going to post below. All right. In the meantime, make it a great day, and I will see you tonight. Take care. Bye for now.